Culinary medicine is an interprofessional, evidence-based field that combines culinary arts, nutrition science, and medical education to prevent and treat diet-related disease. So you bring folks into a teaching kitchen. This is not just patients, this is learners, students, other clinicians in the community members, staff. Culinary medicine is for everyone. You bring folks into a teaching kitchen and then you do hands-on learning, hands-on cooking, which is why culinary medicine is so much fun. And these teaching kitchens can be either virtual or they can be in person, a physical teaching kitchen like the one we're lucky enough to have here at Yale. Patients want to improve their health, but sometimes they don't either know what foods to eat or don't know how to prepare those foods, how to make them a sustainable part of their diet. Dietitians know everything there is to know about diet, but sometimes aren't educated in cooking technique, or they don't know exactly how diet can be incorporated into medical plans with medications and other aspects of medicine. And physicians, of course, are experts in developing treatment plans, but are not experts necessarily in nutrition, and certainly not so in cooking. And finally, you have chefs who are experts in cooking, but they don't necessarily have the nutrition education necessary to develop healthy recipes.
And so the teaching kitchen is sort of this unique hands-on space that you don't necessarily get with your typical provider visit, where people can come in and again, they get to be excited about food. It's something that most people understand and most people get excited about. And so it fills this gap that I think more and more healthcare facilities around the country are realizing that there is this gap there and it can be filled with culinary medicine.
So these classes are really fun. There's generally a couple different sections. So one section is where you delve into a topic of interest. So whether it's a specific disease or health concern like diabetes, chronic kidney disease, cardiovascular disease, etc., or whether it's a specific type of diet, learning about the Mediterranean diet, a plant-forward diet, or other types of diets that folks are familiar with or maybe have questions about.
Then we'll bring them up to the front of the kitchen where I have a workstation. I'll demo any relevant knife skills or any cooking techniques that they need to see, and then it's hands-on cooking for them for about an hour, hour and a half, and we give them enough time that they can really take their time with the recipes.
And then after that, there's a bit of a wrap-up where everyone presents to each other what they made, and it's kind of like a fun potluck where everyone's proud of their dish and they get to show it off, and then everyone eats kind of family style and enjoys the food, and then there's a discussion about what is involved in that dish and in that meal that supports your nutrition, your health, your wellness, relating to the topic that they covered in the beginning of the lesson.
The ability to cook together and sit down and have a meal together and come out of that having had a good time and also learning something new, maybe having a new recipe they're excited to try, is a really rewarding experience for me, and it's kind of what keeps me coming back to doing these kind of classes.
I want people to understand that cooking can be fun and cooking healthy food can be delicious. And I think this teaching kitchen will be able to show people just that.